So, Ashley, buyers want to know, the question is always, how do I become more savvy when I'm buying real estate? How do I get the best overall costs?
Correct.
The lowest cost.
The lowest cost. I think people also have to understand what impacts interest rates. So we got a ton of calls. Oh, the Fed's, cut the rate by a quarter. What's going on? Can I get a better rate? You got to understand, Feds don't necessarily cut mortgage rates. It doesn't have an impact on mortgage rates directly. So it's the trade wars going on in China. It's the Germany, what's happening in Germany. It is the bond market in time. It is, unemployment rates. It's an election year. So everything is coming into a perfect storm where Fannie Mae is predicting that there could be a possible 2 dips maybe in October and December. So I always tell people you need to be a little bit more savvy, okay? So if you were going to buy a car, let's say tomorrow, you're probably going to go to 2 or 3 car lots and you're going to ask what the cost is. You're going to see what features the car has and try to, make an educated decision before you sign on the dotted line. So we recommend doing the same thing with mortgages in your loan product. I mean, a purchase is your biggest investment. So why not take the time, be a little bit savvier, and start comparison shopping? And when I'm talking about comparison shopping, I'm not saying interest rate. I've always said on this segment, the lowest rate doesn't always guarantee the best loan product.
Why?
Okay. So for example, let's say, you're going to Bank A and they're saying, yeah, you know what, we have 3.375 and Bank B has 3.5. But that 3.375 might have costs associated with called points, which are prepaid interest that is the equivalent of 1% of your loan amount. Okay. So it's a cost to get that rate. You're buying down your rate.
Buyers are actually surprised when we do sit down with them and we take them back a notch. When they're like, oh, I'm pre-approved at 350, 400. We say, hey, let's look at some houses around 280, 300. Let's see if we can get you into something that doesn't cost as much. By the way, what's your long-term goals? Are you planning on moving? Are you planning on doing this and that? We got to look at the overall picture. Exactly what you said. Look at your short-term goals, but we also got to look at the long-term goals. We're looking at your entire life, right, from 10,000 feet.
Oh, 100%. Because you always talk about leveraging your money. So, I mean, even though people think that this might be, let's say, their first house, what you do and the decisions you make and the length and the time you buy in this house is going to impact your future real estate investments.
100%.
Live below your means.
Live below your means, yes.
Find a way for the real estate to work with you so you can get that dream house eventually. Listen, you're not, I love it. And I thought the same thing. When I was 22, 23 years old, I was buying my first house, which I was so proud of. And I'm like, all right, I want X, Y, and Z. I wanted the dream house. That's not reality.
It's not.
Use it as a stepping stone. The rates with where they are, it's creating that refi boom. So we haven't seen rates as low since 2011 in some ports.
Yeah.
So it's creating a refi boom. That's fueling the economy. It's getting people. I mean, people are saying, all right, now I have some equity. Like you said, let's pay off some debts. Let's pull some cash out so we can buy our next house. And that's great. Fortunately, the banks got it right this time where they're putting caps on how much equity you can pull out. So we're doing it in a more responsible
What's the
manner.
ratio?
So usually for cash out for a single family or a property that you live in, it's 80%. If you're trying to pull cash out of an investment property, your max is 70.
70. Oh, 70. Wow.
70 on a multifamily, 75 on a single.